So hello my dear students and welcome back to your digital classroom. Today we'll be discussing about the worksheet that I had given to you in my last class. The module contained a notice writing question and few duets directed as well. So let's discuss down the answers and check out whether your answers are correct or not. So students, towards the right hand side of your screen you can see your worksheet. Question number 1 of your worksheet says, write a notice for your school notice board informing the students about an inter-school drawing competition to be held next week. So it's all about inter-school drawing competition to be held next week. Now here you need to understand the twist. The twist is next week. So the date has to be kept in mind while you are writing your notice. So students, while I had made a video earlier on notice writing, I clearly explained to you that first step is to analyze our question properly. Now students, how do we analyze the question properly? First, read it thoroughly. Second, see whether you can meet the demands or not. These two things can only be possible when you first read it and second underline the keywords. Then only you can meet the demands of the question. Now see here, if you analyze it, it's about an inter-school drawing competition, so you can underline that. Then you need to inform the students. Correct? You need to inform the students about an inter-school drawing competition to be held in your school next week. The word next week is the twist. Correct? So the date has to be placed very smartly. Students, your first procedure is to draw a box. I hope that you people have done it. Now it's not compulsory to draw the box. If you have done it, you have made your notice more presentable. Now we need to get a creative heading for our notice writing. I have taken it as sketch your imagination. It can be an artist's imagination. It can be let's draw the basic one that I had said you, and so many other creative titles. Now we need to specify what our event is all about. I have specified it as an inter-school drawing competition. To make it sound better, at the year 2020, it comes in as an inter-school drawing competition 2020. Now we need to specify our date very smartly. Generally we take a duration of 10 to 15 days, but here in the question it is specified that your event is somewhere next week. So we'll carefully analyze our date and then put it down. Here I have taken it as 2nd July 2020. So students, now we need to inform our audience about the timing of the event. I have taken it as from 9 am to 11 am. Remember, A dot M dot. Now we need to inform our audience where this particular event is going to take place. That is the venue. Venue is always considered from smaller unit to larger unit. That is your hall or auditorium plus the location. Here I have taken it as assembly hall, comma, new in this school. Now we have our last procedure, that is to inform the audience. So I have written as interested students from classes 6 to 10 may register with the vice principal on or before 30th June 2020. Remember, our events date and our name submission date should have at least 1 or 2 days gap. So students, that was the solution to your notice writing module. I hope that you people have got everything correct over there, including the format as well as the content. Now we'll be shifting on to our towards directed module, that is question number 2 of your worksheet, where we need to rewrite the sentences as per the instructions given. So students, let's discuss the answers. Our question number 1 says, this language is too difficult for me to learn. End it. So a basic of 2 and so chapter, this language is so difficult that I cannot learn it. You remember, our narration says end it. Therefore, we write this language is so difficult that I cannot learn it. Why we are using cannot here? That's the question. Now, see, if you remember the chapter of to and so, wherever we have is, that denotes present tense, and present tense formula we should use cannot. Wherever we have was, we need to use could not, because it denotes past tense. Moving down to our question number 2. Our question number 2 says, no sooner did the train arrive than the passengers rushed in. Begin as soon as, hardly, barely. So you have 3 narrations here. The question says, no sooner did the train arrive than the passengers rushed in. Now here, first narration is as soon as. If you remember the formula and the keyword, as soon as plus second form, then you have a keyword comma. So as soon as the train arrived, it's A-R-R-I-V-E-D. A-R-R-I-V-E-D. No sooner did the train arrive than the passengers rushed in. First narration as soon as the train arrived, comma, the passengers rushed in. So moving down to our second narration says, begin the same sentence with hardly. So if you remember the formula of hardly, it's hardly plus did or had plus V1 or V3 plus the keyword when, W-H-E-N. So here, if you are using did, you need to use V1 form of the verb. If you are using had, you need to use V3 form of the verb. So our answer comes in as, hardly did the train arrive, A-R-R-I-V-E, when the passengers rushed in. Or if you are using had, hardly had the train arrived, A-R-R-I-V-E-D, when the passengers rushed in. Our next narration says, begin with barely. Now remember one thing, hardly and barely share the same formula. It's barely plus did or had, V1 or V3 plus when. The keyword is exactly same, W-H-E-N. So here it is, barely did the train arrive, or barely had the train arrived when the passengers rushed in. Moving down to our third sentence. Our third sentence says, he is a rich person, full stop, he respects women. Begin although. So he is a rich person, full stop, he respects women. Although goes around with comma. The keyword is comma. So your answer is, although he is a rich person, comma, he respects women. So students, remember that the he that you write after although should be in small letters and not capital. Even the he that you write or place just after the comma should be in small letters. So your answer comes in as, although he is a rich person, comma, he respects women. It's not about the sentence. Even in reality, we all should respect each and every woman. Let's check out our fourth sentence. Our fourth sentence says, he met a businessman, full stop, he met his teacher, use as well as. So he met a businessman, full stop, he met his teacher. Two individuals, we need to connect with as well as. So very easy one, he met a businessman as well as his teacher. Now remember one thing, please do not write he met again in the second half of this sentence when you connect it together. Moving down to our last sentence for today. Our last sentence says, if you don't come on time, comma, you have to leave the job. So conditional sentence, if you don't come on time, comma, you have to leave the job. Begin either. So remember the formula of either, it's either or. The answer comes in as, either come on time or you have to leave the job. Please do not write either come on time or leave the job. The sentence or the question doesn't declare anything. Got it? So you please write either come on time or you have to leave the job. If you write either come on time or leave the job, it's totally wrong. So students, that was the answer to your 2S directed module. Now I've got something special in the heart for you people, that is words often confused. I'll be listing down few words often confused for you people. Please make a note of the same in your classwork copy. I hope that it will help you to enhance your vocabulary. So students, I hope that you people had a great time by learning in this session. Next week, same day, same time, with a fresh new topic, we'll be back again. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Goodbye.